Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I made this lovely top, and I'll be sharing with us how I cut and sew it. I used less than 2 yards of fabric to make this, and it doesn't even have lining. It's so super easy to make, and the tutorial on how to make the pants is available in our paid class. You can indicate in the comment section if you are interested in learning how to make the pants. So let us go straight to the um, making of the top. So I have my Ankara fabric folded here. Okay, so I folded it into two, and you have to draw all the required lines. So the first line you'll be drawing is your shoulder line. Okay, so after you know the shoulder line, the next line is the chest line. Now, shoulder to chest line is 9 inches. I already drawn that. Shoulder to my half length 17. Then shoulder to where I want the length of the top to stop. So I'll just put in about 31 inches for the length of my top. Okay, so on the shoulder and chest line, I'll mark half of my across back or half of my shoulder measurements on the shoulder and the chest line. Okay, so I'll use a ruler to connect both together. A lot of us said they would prefer me to draft directly on fabric. That's why I'm doing this. So from the point where I mark the across back measurement, I will mark the length of sleeve I want to work with, which is 10 inches. Same thing on the chest line. I'll mark 10 inches from where the shoulder measurement stops. Okay, so I'll link them together. So that will be my sleeve opening. Okay, now for this top, the particular picture I saw is actually fuller than this, but I didn't want mine to be as full as that. So what I did was I marked quarter of my hip plus half inch for ease on the hip line and on the waistline too. Okay, so quarter of my hip is 10.5 plus half inch for ease is 11, then plus 1 inch for seam allowance. Okay, so I'm marking the same thing on my chest line too. Okay, and the waistline. Now because the sleeve is cut together with the dress, okay, so I have to drop the chest line so that it's easy to wear and all. Okay, so this is my chest line here. Okay, I just hope we understand. By the time I cut it out, it will be clearer. So my shoulder to chest line is initially 9, so I'll just come down with about, let's say, 3 inches. So that's like 12 inches from the shoulder line. Okay, so on this line now, I'm going to mark that same 11 inches plus 1 inch for size seam allowance. Then I'll drop the sleeve opening from the 9-inch mark. I'll drop it down to the 12-inch mark. Then I'll now draw out my sleeve. I'm marking it towards the waistline and the hip line, sorry, and the hemline. Okay, so by the time I cut it out, we'll have a better view. So like I said, the picture that I got inspiration from this top for, it was fuller. So if you want yours to be as full as that, you can make it probably 13 inches instead of 11 like I did. Just make it 13 inches. Okay, so let me just cut out. So I'm just cutting out like so. Okay, so by the time I trim this out now, we'll have a better understanding of what I've done. Okay, so here, so this is it here. So you can see my initial chest line here, and I had to drop it by 3 inches. You see, then I linked it to the other measurement. Okay, so meanwhile I use the same hip measurement on all the waist line and all of that. So here I have 2 of this. Now I'm marking 3 inches by 1 for my neck width and neck depth. This will be my back, and I also add half inch and cut out the neckline. Okay, so this is going to be my back. Okay, now to cut the front, I also use this to cut another piece. So I have two pieces all together, but the front is going to be in form of V neckline. So I'll take out the back pattern. Now for the front, I'll still mark my 3 inches for the neck width. Then for the depth, I'll just do about 15 inches and create like a V neckline like that. So I'll just chuck it, then I will cut out. But remember to add your 1/2 inch seam allowance. So I'll just cut out like this, and then I'll trim it all the way down. Okay, so this is going to be my front piece. Now you can line this top if you want to, but I'm not going to line mine. I'll be using facing for mine. So to cut out the facing, I'll fold my remaining fabric like so. I'll fold, then I'll place the front pattern on it like this. Then I'll trace out the front, starting from the hemline to the neckline at the top. So I'll just cut out. The next thing is for me to mark the length of my facing. So for the facing, I'll take off my front pattern first. Then for the length of my facing, I'll just do probably 4 inches. The longer the better, but 4 inches is just fine. I'll mark 4 inches all the way to the top, like so. 4 inches, 4 inches till I get to the top. Okay, so I'll just cut out, and this is going to be my facing for the front. So like I said, you can add lining to yours if you want to. You can add lining to it. So I'm just going to trim out like so. Now this is the facing here. Okay, so you just place each of the facing on each of the front piece, right? So this is my front piece. I'll just take off my pins. I want to open it up for us to see. So I just open it up, and then I'll place the facing right side facing right side, okay, on each of the front pieces, and I'll sew with 1/2 inch seam allowance, okay, like that. Now next is to cut the facing for the back. That's very simple. Just fold your fabric like so, okay, then place the back on it, you know, trace out the back neckline like so. Trace it out, and then, you know, extending with about 4 or 5 inches. Then I'll just cut out my facing. It doesn't have to be very big, okay? So this is my back facing. So I'll open up my bodice, place the back facing on the back neckline, and sew with 1/2 inch seam allowance, okay, like that. So I'll just go ahead and sew and show us the outcome after sewing. So for the front piece, don't forget we're going to be attaching the facing to it. So you sew with 1/2 inch, okay, on both sides of the facing. So let me just do that. All right guys, so I'm done. This is my front piece, one of them. I've attached my facing to one side, and this is the other side, and of course my back also has a facing. So now I'll go ahead and sew with 1/2 inch on the shoulder. Same thing, 1/2 inch on the other shoulder. Then for the sleeve, you just do a rolled hem, roll it 0.5 inches twice. That's to take care of the hemming on the sleeve opening. Okay, then you start sewing with 1 inch seam allowance on both sides of the dress, starting from the sleeves. Okay, so yeah, so I'm done sewing. Okay, this is my top. So far so good. I've sewn the side seams. Make sure you iron every step of the way. Makes your work very neat. Then I also did a rolled hem at the lower part of the top. Okay, yeah, I did a rolled hem. So now we are going to create a casing for our drawstring. So from the hemline, I'm measuring like 16 inches away. Okay, that's like midway around the top. So I'll use my chalk to draw an horizontal line across. Okay, don't forget it's 15 inches away from the hemline, or 16 inches. Now you cut out a piece that is 1.5 inch wide. Then you are going to place this piece on the mark you made, you know, right side facing the wrong side of the dress. Then just fold this way and sew with 1/4 of an inch all the way down. Okay, yeah. So once you do that, this is it here. I've attached it to one side of the dress. Then next you want to roll over like so and still fold 1/4 inch inwards, and then you sew it down, okay, to get to the other end of the top like this. Okay, so I'll just do that, and then yeah, this is it here. I'm done. So next, I want to just make out a very long rope. Use your safety pin to pass the rope through this opening and bring it out through the other side. And we are done. So this is the outcome of the dress. Like, it's really lovely. Anybody can wear it. You can wear it a straight cut pant, pencil. You can wear a fitted body hug inside. Like, it's so nice. And I really love the way it came out on me. This is how it looks like on me. So nice. So like I said, the inspiration I got, that one was fuller. So instead of working with 1/4 of your hip, you can work with probably 15 inches, like extra 4 inches to 1/4 of your hip measurement. It's going to give you a fuller outcome. So I hope you learned something from this tutorial. Kindly give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. And like I said, we have a paid class for the trouser. If you're interested, I'll drop the link in the description box. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Bye.